Good looking guys. You're on today. Freshly cut.
All right, so here we are. We're trying to go live right now. I think we're okay.
Right? Out of the camera?
All right.
I'm
okay. Yeah.
Am I out of camera?
You are out of camera right now. All right? You are out of camera right now.
I don't want to be in camera.
You don't want to be on camera?
Right.
All right. So you got to man the music right now. We got some vinyl playing. Yeah. We got some vinyl playing right now. We'll figure out how this goes. I got a new mic. If the new mic doesn't sound too good, we'll see how it goes. CT. I'm so happy.
Common Ross says hello.
I'm so happy that somebody pops up. That's funny. We're gonna hold off for a couple minutes. We're gonna wait and see if anybody wants to watch us. Devis is Prime. All right, there you are, Justin. Can you hear us right now? Yeah,
there you are.
We got our one friend. Justin, can you hear us right now?
Back 3 times. Yes, he says.
Okay, good. All right, awesome. All right. So, Justin, what do people do with lives right now? We were in and okay. What do people that have lives do around a Friday night other than?
They should be watching us.
Yeah, they should be watching us, right? There we go.
I think Justin said it perfect on his Instagram post.
What?
What did he say?
What did he say?
He said, if you got nothing to do, or if you're watching sports, or you have internet,
yeah, that's it.
Check out these dudes.
I love it. Check these dudes out. All right.
Would you rather watch the Yankees be losing 9-1?
Is it really 9-1?
Yep.
No. Oh God. All right.
Listen to him.
All right. Drinking comic book organizer. We like it. We're drinking and talking about comics. All right. Bernie, what are you doing right now? You dropping any music?
Shit?
Yeah, start some music. Play some vinyl, dude.
What's going on?
This is in honor of Roger because,
Oh, boy. I can't imagine what this is going to be.
Yeah, really.
we were waiting for a while.
There you go.
This is in honor of me.
I'll wait. That's all right. So I'm going to see if we can watch it. 1984 is a great album. Are you a fan of this album at all?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
Of course.
All right. Well, I don't know you were a fan.
I was in like first grade.
You really were.
No.
You didn't invest in a sound system here.
That's what I need to do now. Everybody wants me now.
Hey, you got a little R2D2 microphone.
Okay, yeah, the new one. Let's see.
Yeah, 1984.
1984.
Top 10?
Definitely top 10. Definitely top 10.
Right with Candlebox?
No, Candlebox.
No Candlebox.
We're going to do a Candlebox special.
No, we're not.
When
I'm not there.
No.
It's like the worst band ever.
So did you guys see what post I put for Didi Garbo? I go, do what Didi Garbo does. Put it in your calendar, right? Yeah. So he DM'd me. He goes, my timer. That's the producer time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. See, I know that.
Right.
So I got this smart TV that's
Smarter than us.
smarter. No,
Can't get the jets on.
it's smarter than
Smarter
me.
than us.
Definitely smarter than me.
I want the jets.
And all I'm trying to do is watch us. We'll see what happens. All right. So, Stay Puff. All right, we got Stay Puff on. What's up, brother? Thanks for jumping on again. We're going to get started in a second, but we're definitely we're not afraid to show you the technical difficulties
We're waiting.
that we go through.
Anybody can be perfect.
Yeah, really. Who wants to watch something totally
I'm serious.
strange? Who wants to watch Good Morning America, right?
You can't laugh at people that are perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well, we do have one thumbs up. Guys, give us some thumbs up, some shares. You know what? Let me tell you something. In all of our videos, we have really no thumbs down. Do you believe that?
Why would people watch and put a thumbs down?
I don't know, but like, you know.
Do people do that?
Yeah, people do that. Like, I mean, Dark Side Jedi got a huge, like, he did like a thing for Venom, and he got like more thumbs down than he got thumbs up.
Really?
Of course, he kept saying Tom Hardy's name wrong. So maybe
What
that
was he
was
saying?
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Was he saying John Hardy?
Tom Hardy, the Hardy Boys.
Ed Hardy,
And Ed Hardy, yeah, he kept saying Ed Hardy.
Jim Hardy.
Jim Hardy. That was me. Thanks, buddy. All right, St. Pump's got it. All right, so why don't we play the music out? Let's play the song out.
Give me a
Yeah.
well, you know, it's very warm down here.
Oh shit.
Does anybody go to the gym?
August in the grotto.
Anybody go to the gym? You ever use the sauna?
Yeah.
August in the grotto. I almost wore it.
The grotto is definitely hot.
Big time here, but I didn't want to show off my barber stand.
The grotto is definitely hot in the summer. So, for those of you guys,
Point it up.
I'm circulating the air. For those of you guys who don't know, the grotto is solely funded by Dakota to be bartending. So,
Negative.
What's that?
We did have sponsors.
We did have sponsorships. Yes, we did have
I
some
was supposed
t-shirts.
to buy a kegerator.
I was supposed to buy a kegerator, but that didn't happen. So, I think next year,
We got an R2D2 microphone.
we got a nice
I like it.
microphone. We got a
I'm
nice
supposed to be doing keg stands over here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Listen, we're funded. We're not 18.
Yeah, I know.
But,
One keg stand. We'll end up dropping you.
I wonder why we're not live right now.
I'll never get that.
So we actually, I have huge news. We are one subscriber away from hitting 200.
No way.
We really are. 200
No
subs.
way.
Do you believe that? And they're not all my son's friends. There's not Bubba, Evelyn, and Ray. All right. So let's kill that. Let's get started. All right. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. So it is Friday night. What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3 Men in the Basement. I am Otto. This is my grotto. This is where we do this 3 Men in the Basement show. I am the host. Welcome to Moonbase Alpha. If I am Optimus Prime, I have Grimlock over here, and in the back I have
everybody.
Who do I have?
That was the music.
That was
What a great cover.
that was the vinyl
This
brought
is
to you by the executive
unbelievable.
producer Bernie 1869.
Who's
So
the clumsiest?
oh, here we go. Don't go with the forearms. It sucks. The cigarette and stuff like that. So this is a great show for us tonight. We're all very busy. Thank you very much for joining us. This is like the TERRIFICONN special. This is some new pickups. We got a new segment. Bernie's favorite artist, his top 10 covers. So we're gonna get started with it. So I do want to talk about something serious, and I hate to start off with something heavy-hearted like this. But shout out to all our brothers out in California right now who are dealing with the forest fire. I saw King of the Golden State had like some kind of mask that he had to breathe because of the smoke fires and everything like that.
Joke, man.
It's no joke. So to all my boys out there, TiVo, King of the Golden State, Storm Shadow, Storm Shadow. Who else we got? We got Swolverine out there. We got Explosives, Uncle Tito. Be safe. And you know what? This fire was started by somebody on purpose. Somebody on purpose started this fire. And you know what? I'm going to say this once. There's a special place in hell for people like that. So if you think it's hot in that forest fire, mother effer, you're going to burn for this. So for all the animals and all the people that you displaced, that's my public service announcement. I'm done with that. So, I hope you burn just as long as those fires burn, if not longer. So we're going to get started. So we have TERRIFICONN coming up. What's that?
Let's start it.
Well, I want to get started. I want to say that. I want to get off my chest because that really makes me mad. And I think that, it's just senseless acts of, I would say, it's almost senseless acts of violence, stuff like that are causing all these things.
You know what it's going to do.
Right.
So
all right. So anyway, so TERRIFICONN is coming up. We're up here in the Northeast in Connecticut, and it's at Mohegan Sun. It's the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And it's a really great Comic-Con for those guys. For if you don't want to go to New York City Comic-Con, it's a good Comic-Con to look forward to for a year, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a good forward to. Mitch Halleck is the promoter. He does a great job of getting true artists there, right? So they've got a great artist alley. They've got a great independent artist group. They've got a lot of great guys. They've got Roy Thomas, Mr. Neil Adams, of course. They've got Jim Starlin. They've got Bob McLeod. They've got Denny O'Neil. They've got Joe Gazella, who is the inker for very, very many old DC books. He's like the Joe Sinnott of the DD Garbo. Put it. Where's my beer? We got some good IPAs for you right here, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Salute for DD Garbo for driving home quickly, joining us on a probably happy hour for you, but for us it's a Sunday night, a Saturday, Friday night, getting ready for the weekend. So we have a certain game of attack, a certain plan. I'm going up Friday. I'm spending all weekend there except Saturday. This girl's having a wedding in between.
How dare she?
How dare she? I said you got to change your wedding.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy. My wife's work bestie. She won't change her wedding. Do you believe that?
I mean, it's like having a wedding on Super Bowl Sunday.
I mean, my God, right? I mean, what's wrong with these people? Exactly. So
who's in charge there?
Yeah, really. So she wouldn't change it, so I have to leave in the middle of the day. But there's a lot of things going on. So also a huge shout out to the IG comic community who's going to be there. I know Ex-Illusionary is coming up for comics. Our boy I Got This out of Vermont, he's coming down. There's going to be a ton of people who are going to be there. If you're going to be at TERRIFICON, was that? I don't think Plague's going. I think he's going to Boston right now. Plague Comics. Yeah. He's going to Boston right now. So between myself, Roger, and Pat, there will be some of the 3 Men in the Basement there.
Nemesis?
Nemesis Prime is coming up. I almost forgot Nemesis Prime.
I just forget the guy. Come on.
I just
you know where you rank.
Just as his boy. Is his boy on the IG?
Let's everyone drink it tonight. Stella cider. No, I'm not messing with the Stella. I got some IPA.
He likes the cider.
He likes it. I'm drinking an IPA, Thomas Hooker IPA, which is pretty good. Roger's got some refreshing cold beer. Pat's got some Goosehead IPA.
Very thirsty.
Goose Island. The Goose Island. Yeah. So, so we're trying to get a plan of attack about Terrificon. If you're there, look for me. I'm not too hard to miss. I'm going to have a shirt that says "Some people just can't handle the grotto." If you're an IG guy, please come up to me. You're not wearing your Lords of Longbox shirt? I'll wear that Sunday. Okay, I'll wear that Sunday. So I'll wear that Sunday. I'll wear my grotto. We're working on that. Sure. We're working on that. What am I going to wear? The banner on my back?
Yeah.
But my goal is Friday night is to do a live 3 Men in the Basement show from the Mohegan Sun. Friday night. And if you guys want to take care of that on Saturday, I'll show you how to do it. You guys can do it on Saturday. We can probably do a whole weekend thing. But it's really going to be cool. So, close as well. Merlot. Fancy. We got a wine drinker. DD Garbo's classy, We're not that classy out here.
It's like Claude Dubois.
Claude Dubois.
Gotta get the whole thing. It's not just a regular Merlot.
Yeah, Claude Dubois.
Honestly, if I had to guess, I would have guessed Justin said it.
Yeah. So let me just give you some plans of attack for what's going on. So at Terrificon, there's a few people, if you're going, I want you to look out for. These people are very good people. First person I want you to look out for is Very Gary. Very Gary's on Instagram.
Yes, I was on his live sale last night.
He's got a vendor there?
What's that? Yeah, he's got two booths. Yeah,
he's got two booths. Yeah.
Yeah, Very Gary's got two booths. He's going to be at booth 411 and 413. I'm going to try to get him to our live show Friday night.
A name, or is it Very Gary?
That's a good question. I don't know. But I know he's going to be at 411 and 413. I don't have a lot of good answers, though. So Very Gary definitely is going to be there. Check him out. He's got a book that I'm going after, Marvel Age Stan Lee. I don't know what it can grade it at, but I'll go find out. I also want you to look for JS Collectibles. JS Collectibles are some people that we've been dealing with for quite some time. They've got lots of slab books. They've got lots of raw books. They've got a great collection. They've got a great setup. We're always willing to work with people.
Yeah, and they really do have a great collection. I bought a couple. Collection. They've bought from me and have been, you never get what you want, but they definitely were fair about it, And
I agree with you on that.
They and
they're willing to trade if you got some
they're willing to trade and they're willing to make deals. We make them an offer.
Right. And that's the best part. There's a lot of dealers that just won't deal.
No.
Make a deal with me, dude.
Make me an offer.
Make me an offer. My God.
I'm trying to get rid of a book.
Yeah, so we were at Terrificon last year. Roger's got this double-signed 918 Titans. And the guys are just looking at him, and he's like, dude, just make me an offer.
I'm like, this is what I want. They said, no, I can't do that. Nobody make me an offer.
Make me an offer. What do you want for
That's the way this works.
Yeah, that's the way.
I say one number, you say another, we meet in the middle.
Right. So Very Gary's going to be there. And then in Artist Alley, please, if you guys are going to Terrificon, I want you to check out my brother, Brett X, Power Kid Comics, okay? My brother, Brett X, if you're on Instagram or on Facebook, please look him up under Power Kid Comics or Sick Puppy Studios. My brother Brett is an independent comic book artist. He's been a comic book artist since he was 6 years old, and he's older than I am, and I'm old as dirt. He's got a great library of books. He draws books for kids. He draws books for modern adults. He draws everything from hand. He went to Joe Kubert School of Cartooning. I'm sorry. Yes, he went to Joe Kubert School of Cartooning. He's a huge fan. You can see a lot of his work is influenced by Jack Kirby. He is the Sheldon of the Big Bang Theory to me. He is just an encyclopedia of knowledge of comic book art. He hand draws everything. He writes everything. He is just the epitome of what an independent comic book artist is. His new book, well, his long-running book is called Power Kid Comics. And his new book, I don't know what number it is, but the cover is an homage to Brave and the Bold 28, right? 28.
He did a phenomenal job.
Phenomenal job, right?
If you find him on Instagram, Power Kids,
yeah,
and you look at it, he's got it on his page. He did a phenomenal job.
It's unbelievable. So he took those characters, took his villain, put it in where Starro should be. I mean, it's so detailed, it's so affectionate. So he'll always autograph to whoever you are, to your son, your child, even to you. I'm actually going to go, and I might get that book. I know you were talking about it, but the more I'm thinking about it, I might get that book.
Definitely.
I
just got the Justice League #1 cover swipe of that.
Right.
Might as well, you
might get another cover swipe. Here you go, collect the cover swipes.
Cover swipes. That's my new thing.
All right.
Fuck the hip-hop.
Yeah. All right. So little shout out right now. So we have Nemesis Prime is holding it down. Stay Puff is with us. Didi Garmo. We got Randy Sloan. We're at 3 Men in the Basement Royalty. I like how long it took me. I didn't want to get into this, but it took me so long to realize Randy's Mr. Walker. But thank you very much.
You're a Michigan fan.
Yeah.
Go Blue.
Oh, my boy Giancarlo Batista. What up, G Money? G Money is a former coworker of mine. Yeah, absolutely, G Money. And especially he'll autograph it to your. I know you just had a baby. He's getting big too. So definitely autograph it to your son and check it out. We'll be there. So a few things about me. So Roy Thomas is going to be there. Jim Starlin's going to be there. And what does that mean? That means Thanos. So I have decided I'm biting the bullet. There's no turning back. I'm saying this on media that I'm going to crack my 8.5.
Forever.
The internet is forever. I'm going to crack my Iron Man 55 signed by Jim Starlin and Stan Lee and have Roy Thomas, who was the editor of Marvel at the time, sign it. I'm taking the risk of CGC taking it.
Will they still uphold the signatures that are on there?
100%, yeah.
Oh, did you see
the signatures?
Not
the great.
Not the great.
No, I'm talking about the signatures.
Yeah, the signatures, absolutely.
So if you add signatures, it'll be Stan Lee.
It'll be Stan Lee, dated, Starlin, and then Roy Thomas.
And I'll have 2 different dates on it.
And I'll have 2 different dates.
Oh, cool.
So I am taking a chance of coming it back a half a point lower.
It's worth it, though.
You think so?
I
mean, I really think so.
Half a grade.
Half a grade for a 3.6.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to turn it, no.
All right, but you know what do I?
You're collecting.
Right, I'm a collector.
You're not. And
I don't flip much.
Uncle.
Right, I don't flip much.
My only problem is Thomas is not on the label.
Right, Thomas is not on the label, but he was the editor, and they don't usually put editors on labels.
Is Mike Esposito still around?
He might be. I don't know. You know what I mean? So all I got to do is meet Joe Sinnott after that, and I'll have the thing quad signed. Joe Esposito was there?
I think so.
All right. Well,
Mike
Esposito. Can we check on that? All right.
Yeah,
that's awesome, Otto.
Check Google.
Yeah, I hope CGC doesn't mess up. So I am taking that risk. I'm going to bite the bullet on this. Funny thing about Roy Thomas is Roy Thomas was a huge fan of Jim Starlin. Stan Lee really wasn't. Stan Lee wasn't a fan of the Thanos that they created. So Roy was like, hey, listen, we need to give this a shot. We need to make this work. We think this is a good character. So Stan trusts Roy. Next thing you know, we have Thanos, we have Drax, and then we have the whole future with Roy. So
there's a lot of first appearances.
There's a lot of first appearances.
Blood
Brothers, Drax, stuff like that. So Star Fox, unbelievable. I hate Star Fox. So I am going to meet Jim Starlin, and I'm going to have Starlin sign 2 other things. So I'm going to have Jim.
Is he off his anti-CGC?
I don't know if Starlin's off his CGC negativity, but I'm not going to even get the CGC because I'm just getting him signed, right? So I'm getting this book. This is a Marvel graphic novel. Starlin is a crybaby, Didi Garmo said. Yeah. So this is the death of Captain Marvel. I'm a huge Marvel graphic novel fan, okay? So these are staples in my collection. I like to have all of these. I've been collecting them. I bought them. I used to buy them when they first came out. So I love these reads. And this is a very iconic book for the time. So I'm going to have Jim Starlin sign that. Then also, because I like to get like prints. I can't afford original art, right? I just can't afford it. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to get posters or prints or stuff like that. If you always heard about my Liefeld story, my Storenko story and stuff like that. So what I did find on the internet is this poster, which I think was a promo poster, and the 4 great things are tape. because it's supposed to be taped to a window, and it's The Death of Captain Marvel.
Cool.
Right? It's The Death of Captain Marvel by Jim Starlin. Okay, so this is the promo poster.
Is that a cover to anything? Or
It's not a cover. No, there's no cover like this.
So that's what I like.
Yeah, so there's no cover of this, and I'm gonna have Starlin sign this. And boy, am I going to lay on the gas with this.
Cool.
I'm going to tell him I had this since I was 11 years old.
Go, dude, they just printed those a week ago. One of these times.
Don't mind the tape.
Yeah, well, no, the tape, this is for the windows. This tape will come off.
It's part of
Right.
Yeah, but it's part of the...
So you've had it since you were 11, but it's been...
Well, I rescued it from a shop. You know what I mean? So
you got to pull the tape off.
Yeah. I do have to pull the tape off. So I'm going to have to sign this. I think this, and these two things would look great in a frame.
Yes.
Right? Look great in a frame. You know, original art. I'm probably going to have them autographed to the family, stuff like that. I like to autograph to the family because I think it's heirloom. So, again, Captain Marvel. I am not a huge Captain Marvel fan. My boy Unimatrix Mono is. But I like the fact that The Death of Captain Marvel is a great story. I like this because you don't see this that often, right? You don't see this that often.
That's a great piece.
And it was very inexpensive.
For your personal collection.
Yeah, it was very inexpensive on eBay to find it. So if anybody else wants to do it too. I'm not a hater. If you find it, you see Starlin, get it signed. You can do that. Now I'm going to rip it as I put it in this.
Yeah. Tape pull, rip.
Yeah, tape pull. Tape pull. Color tear.
Pay no attention.
Yeah, really. Nobody else wants to help me. Thanks, guys. You guys are good friends.
You're going to put a sign up there. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Yeah.
Put that back
all right. The next thing I am going to sign, all right. Denny O'Neil is going to be there. Neil Adams is going to be there. And what does that mean? You have to get a Neil Adams and a Denny O'Neil book because I don't have a Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams book signed. So I've got Chris Shaver pressed by Green Lantern 76. That's coming back. I'm going to have that double signed. I am going to bite the bullet day one. Hopefully I'll win it back gambling when I'm paying for Neil to sign it, send it to CGC, and have Neil sign it. So those are two things that I'm going to do. And that's about it. Some quick housekeeping notes. I do have 10 modern books on their way back from CGC. They're in Jamaica, New York right now. They're in Jamaica, New York. Registered mail, though. The only problem is my friend who submitted it is leaving on Sunday for a week-long business trip. Right?
Registered does not.
Yes.
He's not waiting for your books?
No, he's not putting off his business.
Not a very good friend.
He's not a good, but it's Pat Ray, PJ Ray. So Pat's a good guy. PJ Ray, Blue Label Comics. I'm going to have him on the show. Have it detoured to New Jersey. Yeah, okay. Batman 232 would be a great book to have double signed. Wait a minute. I have Batman. What's 232? What's the cover of Batman 232? I don't. Didi Garmo.
I have it.
Denny, is that the Ra's al Ghul cover that I want?
Yes, I think so.
Is that the one with
the green? Yeah.
Oh, that's the green cover. Okay. You're right. I don't have that book.
Not the iconic.
Not the iconic cover.
Were they both on the iconic?
First Ra's.
244. Were they both on 244?
No, they were talking about 232. So that's the green cover.
244 was right after. That's
right.
That's the one.
Is that Denny O'Neil with the hood?
That's with him over.
Yes, Batman. That's all he's got his cape on. The one you have 2 copies and you won't sell me one. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a great idea. Okay, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's something I'll be able to find in high grade. Who knows? You get that done. That would be
a
good
both
book.
On that one? Can you
I think Denny O'Neil's on that book too. I'll ask Justin.
Can I take a break here? I just got to say that anybody that knows has been watching us and paying attention. One of the funniest things I just realized is the shirt Everett's wearing.
No.
Oh,
well, this is
for those that know all about the show, where Everett, the big Star Wars fan,
where he
won a battle royale
under the bus
against Star Wars with Star Trek, decided he was going to wear the Star Trek shirt, and I just saw it.
Okay.
And that's freaking hysterical.
But that's going to be a segue because I'm going to stop right here. You know what? I have Star Trek news.
No.
I do.
That's why
it is so. Did you know
Star
that
Trek news.
I have Star Trek news. That's why I'm wearing this shirt right here.
Shatner died?
No. So there was a Star Trek convention. Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that?
Isn't there always convention?
Once a year, there's a Star Trek convention.
Always the Trekkies
once a year. Once a year, there's a Star Trek convention.
There's one convention?
Oh, Denny O'Neil wrote 244. Oh, really?
So he's on that.
Price
just went up.
Price just went up. Thanks, Nemesis. You should have told me nothing. So the reason I'm wearing this shirt is I have Star Trek news. So for those of you who don't know, CBS All Access has been running Star Trek Discovery. It was just signed for next season. And also at the past Star Trek convention that just happened last weekend, they have huge breaking news. Of course, that's when I first started going to Las Vegas.
Is there 3 people there?
Well, me and my wife, and that makes Kamano, and then my wife, so that makes 4, plus the guys that we met. You know what I mean? So yes, I have been to Trek conventions. That's when I started going to Las Vegas and stuff like that. That was like, yes, Stay Puft knows Jean-Luc Picard, Captain Picard, William. Oh my God, Professor X, Sir Patrick Stewart has been signed to do another Star Trek series. Isn't that great?
As Captain
Picard.
Same character?
As Captain Picard.
Right,
Captain Picard is coming back.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
No, right, that's pretty cool.
Cool. I did watch that show. I watched it faithfully.
Professor X?
Professor X is done. He's done. But yes,
that's
CBS
cool.
All Access.
Seriously?
Yes, 100%, dude. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. 100%.
But that's not Jean-Luc Picard.
Well, it's a Star Trek shirt. It's a Star Trek shirt. So yeah, so 100%, dude. That's huge news in the Trek world. Yes. And
so I'm not a Trekkie, but I love that show.
But The Next Generation was a great show. I mean, that brought Star Trek back to where it should be and stuff like that. So,
I love Jean-Luc
Which is second fiddle.
But that's okay.
No, but you argued that it was first fiddle.
I argued because you know what? I debated. I can debate anything.
He's the master debater.
I'm the master debater. Darkside Jenna's like, I really still can't believe you won that. But anyway, so that's huge news. It's CBS All Access. I'm hoping that Jailbroken Fire Sticks, you'll be able to watch it on. I haven't quite figured that out.
It's on. It's going to be on what channel?
It's going to be on CBS All Access. CBS All Access is their streaming.
Jesus Christ. Everybody's
streaming right now, right?
Why would
what do I need cable for?
So, a big shout out right now to my boy Big Easy Comics. Just jumped on. That's great. Says what up to all of us.
Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine, yeah. So that's huge Star Trek news. Thank you very much for patronizing me and listening. I'm going to figure out some way to watch it on the Fire Stick. So we'll see what happens.
We'll wait for Nemesis to buy it.
Yeah, we'll wait for Nemesis. Everything's going to be streaming, though, right? Everything's streaming. Marvel's streaming. Everything's going to be streaming, right? Cut the cord, everything. So chilling with Stay Puft. Yeah, chilling with the NY Warriors. All right. So there are going to be some exclusives at TERRIFICON. There are going to be a lot of things. So if you guys are up, that's the last thing I'm going to say about it. Please look for us. Please check us out. DM me on Instagram. DM any of us.
Yeah.
At Everett Otto. At Roger Levesque. At Bernie1869. We love to meet anybody from the IG, YouTube, comic book community. It's a great community of people. It's only getting better. So I'm about talked out.
And
YouTube, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm about talked out. So right now we've got a segment. This is going to be Bernie1869 segment. You are up. He's got 2 favorite artists. He's got his one and his one.
Usually I do a short
exit stage left.
Yeah, right. Well, actually, I think he's going to handle right there. So we might. The camera might.
Right over here.
You gonna stay there?
Yeah, the camera's going to be able to handle all of us.
Oh, you can bring the camera.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think. All right, Manny. If Manny is going up to TERRIFICON, dude, we're going to hook up.
Yeah,
Manny's going to be up there. So we're definitely going to try to find him.
Everett's buying you all dinner.
Yeah, right.
I thought I heard you say that. I thought I heard you say that.
I thought you said she was all right.
I thought you said she was all right. Is that what a Jordan Steakhouse is?
Yeah, Jordan Steakhouse. All right,
y'all get one shrimp.
Okay, so I usually have short box Bernie, but I've been putting the book on layaway, so
yeah. What book is that?
That you're gonna wait to see.
Oh, we gotta wait to see. I respect that.
The twins have found the baby.
The twins have found the baby. Okay, I respect that.
No, the twins have found the father.
Oh, good. There you go. Okay, good. All right. So what do we have for you today?
So now everybody knows when I got back into, I stopped comic collecting for a while.
Right. I think all of us did. Right.
Everett got into Instagram. He got me onto Instagram. I originally got back into finish my Michael Turner collection, but that's long.
Poor guy.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're going to my top 10.
So let's get something straight. Michael Turner is your favorite artist of all time.
Yes. I love his cover art.
Yes.
I will explain when I get into here.
Right, okay.
Why,
Yep, it's all right. So Michael Turner is your favorite artist of all time. Let's get started with that.
I don't have all his covers. These are just my top 10 that I own. And there was a lot of, Yes, I know there's some honorable mentions.
Okay, I'll take
I
it.
could have picked.
I'll take it.
Honestly, and I left out. I have Wolverine 66.
Yep.
But I don't have the sketch.
Gotcha.
But I have Wolverine 66, which is the awesome cover. But that didn't make the cut.
Okay. Really? Jeez, tough crowd.
Tough crowd, yeah.
All right, let's get rid of it.
But I always love this Superman. Put it in the holder. How much was the layer?
Put it in the holder.
No, it's all right.
The holder's good.
I'll
tell you.
I always love that.
That's a great Superman.
Flying above the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Superman would do.
Yeah, love
it.
This is one of his. These are honorable mentions, by the way.
The Big Easy said Turner's Superman Godfall was badass. Yeah.
His covers, I did not like his writing.
Though. No.
I loved his art, but I did not care for his writing.
All right.
That's just
not
my
Image Comics.
Shrugged. This is just very simplistic, but it looks like a sketch. But then they throw in the yellow and the black, and it is signed.
Oh, that's a nice cover, dude.
Yeah. Definitely put it right in the holder right away, because when you're holding it up, when you put it in the holder, it's good.
Yeah. So we're a work in progress here.
Yeah.
Wait, really? D.D. Garmo says his buddy wrote
Shrug. Was this the book?
His buddy wrote Shrug.
Yeah, I know. D.D. Garmo's big. I thought he was boys with Turner too. This is just one of the. He did a run of Flash, like 10 covers in a row. This one I like because it's got the Flash, Reverse Flash.
That's pretty cool.
Captain Cold, Rod. I think that's a Scarecrow, but Scarecrow's not Flash.
The team of Turner fan share an awful lot of similarities, especially in that book. Right
see, I compare Bettina more to Delato, but and then
the same people.
Nice little,
this is a nice cover.
Nice little side boob.
Yeah, a little side shot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Never go wrong with side boob.
Get that when I get out of the shower.
The water.
Little side boob action.
And this is one book that I was after for a while. I finally got it.
You did. Now, where'd you find that book?
eBay.
Here we go. 9-6. 9-6.
Hand down.
9-2.
9-2. Crack kills.
Son of a bitch.
No, it happens. See, this is
family show.
Yeah. This is the excitement of live TV, live YouTube. That is a bad cover, dude. That is.
So I love that.
Dude, those are fancy Mylars. You get those on eBay, Dave?
I have my whole Michael Turner on.
All in Mylars?
Half price now, the guy wants to say.
Half price now.
So now we're getting into the top 10.
All right, let's go. Top 10 is officially started. So for those of you who are just starting to jump on.
What you've been waiting for?
This is Bernie 1869. Bernie 1869's top 10 Michael Turner covers, starting with number 10, correct?
Correct.
Let's do it.
And this was one of his post, how do you say it?
Posthumanously.
Posthumously. Black Cat. I always love Black Cat covers.
No,
her first appearance is an iconic cover. J. Scott Campbell has a cover that probably sells for a lot more than this one.
Not that one.
But no, I do not have that one.
I do.
But I love this. You have the J. Scott Campbell. Which
Black Cat. Amazing Spider-Man. Black Cat on the cover?
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, 2 of them.
But anyways, I love this cover. Black Cat, Spider-Man.
Like it. For sale?
It's negative. So that's my number 10.
That's a great cover, Pat. Like, I'm watching that in my monitor.
I mean, it's no J. Scott Campbell, but
that's a nice cover, dude.
Yeah.
That's a nice cover.
All right. Now, this one nobody probably knows.
Great.
Well, except for D.D. Garmo knows because he's Shrug.
That.
Right, okay. We have another book.
I love it. And the reason why the Miss Marvel cover got kicked out of the top 10 is because it was very similar to this.
So listen. So if you can tell, when he's talking about kicking books out of the top 10, we are very cerebral when it comes to this, right? Like to say that.
I had a tough time picking 10.
This was a tough job for you, right?
So,
like you came home from work.
Yeah. After a long, hot day at work.
He lost sleep last night.
Yeah, long, hot day at work.
He had a dream of Michael
But this cover of Shrug Zero, it's like some kind of convention. But anyways, it's kind of the same as Miss Marvel. They're both out there, but this one's got all the fire and all the, so that's my number 9 cover.
Oh, yeah.
Number 8. Oh, this one.
Oh.
Soulfire.
Is that a label on the back? Is that a CGC label?
I want you to look at that front cover.
Oh, my God.
And tell me what you think a grade is.
All right.
Grade?
All right.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to
see it.
see it.
Just by looking at the front cover,
Right.
what would you grade it?
Well, it's fancy in the Mylar, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's a 9.8 all day.
9.8. Okay. Everett,
Yeah,
looking at it
listen,
with your readers.
I know. I gotta look at the reader.
boy.
This is so embarrassing. Today I had these on with my sunglasses.
Unbelievable.
You can't see either. You need these.
All right,
Yeah, but I refuse to get them. I'd rather have it right in my face. There's a damn thing wrong with that.
A bump or two in the
Get out of
side.
here.
What?
Get out of here. You better take those readers off.
This is a cool book. Soulfire.
Wait, by the time you're done showing it,
So,
I'll drop it.
9.6. Let's go. If he says 9.6, if he says 9,
all right. So I bought this off of Facebook. I have the regular cover, but then I bought
put it in there.
Right.
Pat. Put it in there. Yeah.
I bought a.
Put it in
Oh,
the
my
holder.
Lord.
That can't
I
be.
bought this at Facebook auction that had it signed by Turner and his buddy Peter. I forget his name, Sigfeld or something.
Yeah.
The person who sold me this cracked it because CGC sent it back with a green label.
A green label.
Because
Oh, correct. Signature, right.
So,
I got you.
but it was a 9.2.
Copy that.
So I had
What?
9.2.
Get out
Not
of
a
here.
thing yet.
What?
There's
You
something
didn't look
on
at
the
the back
side?
cover.
Oh,
All right.
You know,
Okay.
well,
okay.
I mean,
oh, for crying out
but that's the problem with grading. I mean,
Subjective.
you look at it and it.
I know.
Subjective.
Subjective, right?
But anyways, I've always loved this cover. This is my second copy because it got signed.
You have 2 copies of that?
The first one's just a regular.
Now, is this signed by Turner?
It's signed by Turner.
I don't.
Well, it's not verified. Signed by Turner.
Right,
I'm about to
yeah,
say,
right.
that doesn't look like his
All right.
signature.
So this one, I did.
It looks like Pam signed it.
Peter, it's signed by Turner and Sigurfield or whatever his name is. I did it in Crisis. Everett, you love that.
I loved it. Identity Crisis.
Yes,
Too.
I got
Loved
the
it. I wasn't
series.
collecting at the time.
I got
Love
the series.
that
They're all
Crisis.
Turner.
Identity
Yes.
Crisis is awesome.
Yes. Which cover?
Gotta be
This
the
is the
cage
Wonder
and
Woman
stuff hanging?
cover.
Okay.
No, I like that cover too, but the Wonder Woman cover.
Yep.
But I went with the second print because I like how the red stands out with the Wonder
Yes,
Woman.
dude.
More
Dude,
close
that
to
is
the black.
sick.
The first print was black background, and that was cool also.
That is very,
but I
very
like
cool.
the red one better.
That's
So
very
this is the
cool.
second print. I always love that.
That
number.
is killer.
I forget that number.
That second print?
What number are we on?
Second print on point. I don't know.
See, I have this.
Hold on, we don't know. Oh my God, we forgot. Justin, what number are we on?
9, 8, 7. That was number
So
7.
the cover I have is exactly the same, right? But this is a second.
It's
print,
just
right?
got the red.
Right.
The first print is black.
Black.
Now we're
Right.
bringing up a
That's the one I
slab
have.
for this?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And
So what number are we on now? We're
This
at
This
6.
is number 6.
We're on number 6 of Bernie 1869
Top 10.
top 10
Michael Turner covers that I own.
That you
That
own.
I
That
own.
you own. Oh Lord.
That
Okay.
I own. Not.
All right, let's tilt that a little
Batman
bit.
Rebirth.
Just claim that ahead of time.
Number
Yeah.
1. The
Wait a minute.
it's
He
the
wasn't
sketch,
alive then.
Oh, that's a sketch too?
It's the sketch edition. Yeah, there is like a first print, second print.
Yep. And what book is that right there?
This is just a sketch.
Is that like
edition.
why does it say Aspen Comics on the back? Was that
It's an
Because
Aspen.
he's-
It's a story.
Because he
exclusive.
was already passed away, so Aspen put him out.
Oh, I got you,
This is another post.
humanously.
You know, a Tupac cover.
A Tupac cover.
Tupac cover.
That's very cool.
This guy is a Tupac of comics.
Yeah,
But anyways,
very cool. I love it.
I always
love
loved this, and I got this for a great deal when they were hot.
All right.
They have died down a lot since.
DD Garbo says, you gotta have a Civil War in there.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Crack slab.
Look at that
All
there
right.
before you
So
break
let's
it.
see.
That was
Okay.
number
That's
6.
why we can't have nice things.
Number 5.
Oh, I got that one.
All right, number
Right
5.
on.
Not in the slab.
And I've always
Nice
loved this
Tupac
Supergirl
reference.
cover. And I have the second print, which
The
is
one I
a
got?
sketch. But the sketch doesn't show off the blue eyes.
Right. Okay.
So I just love this cover.
That's pretty cool looking. That's actually
And
very cool.
honestly, I do not have her. Probably Turner's most
Oh, I got that.
expensive.
I got that one.
Do you really?
Probably Turner's most expensive book is
From Rick.
Superman, Batman, the
Yeah.
German. They just redid it. But
Okay.
I don't have that covered, and that's an awesome Supergirl cover. That's
I
one
got
I
that
don't
one.
have.
I have one signed by him. It's a
But this is
Supergirl
my
and another
number
Supergirl.
5
All right.
on this, I think.
So now, what number are we on?
I think it's 5.
All right, we're 5. That's a great cover too. a great cover.
No, that was yes.
His Justice League covers are what I collected. Those were fantastic.
Yeah, that was number 5.
It's Solomon Grundy with the suit. It's Solomon Grundy in the suit.
Oh, that's an awesome.
That's an awesome.
You don't have that?
I have that.
They better be in there.
It's not in there.
Ah, jeez.
It's not in there.
All right,
Right,
you have
now
the
this
Superman
one-
Batman issue with Supergirl. Yeah, it's a lovely book.
Expert
Yeah.
on Turner is not even expert.
All right, here we go. What do we have?
This one, I don't have many Vampirella covers.
I don't have any books. But
How do you say that?
Yeah,
Or is it
Vampirella.
Vampirella?
No, it's
I always call it Vampirella.
I mean,
I
I
think
always
it's
call it symbiotes. Now I know
You
it's
can call it whatever you want.
That's your Canada.
You want to sound like an idiot to everybody else.
That's your Canada.
Now I
But,
know it's symbiotes.
But there is an ultra rare
Yes,
version of
I've
this.
seen this.
But I love this cover.
This
I
is
mean,
a great
you got the
cosplay
cleavage.
costume. This is a
You got
great
the-
cosplay.
You're going to wear one like
No,
that?
I'll never wear, but I will take a picture
I
with
mean, I
somebody.
don't know
Right,
if
yeah?
you can see it, but there's
No, they
blood
can see that.
on
That's a
his
great
hand.
shot right there.
I mean,
That's a great
but
shot.
there is like an ultra rare
I have a book like that, but it's like
Virgin-
a sketch.
virgin variant of this that
Okay.
is like mega bucks. But
Megabucks.
I love this cover. I own 2 Vampirella books, one by Turner, one by Adam Hughes, and I love this cover.
That's a great cover. That's a great cover.
Big strong word.
All right, so number 3,
Oh my God, we're getting to the end.
this is an honor of Fantastic
Oh.
Four Day.
We
Oh,
got
I
that.
think
Fantastic
I've
Four
given
Day.
both of you
Yeah,
copies of
you
this.
sure
You
did.
have very
I
generous.
own the
Very
one.
So,
generous.
hey,
He bought them
this
for
is-
$1 each, and he gave
Hold
it to
on.
us
This
for
might
$5.
be a 3 Men in the Basement first. This is a book that all
All
three
three
of
of
us
us have.
own. All right.
Look at
There's
that.
a color version. Turner did a run on Fantastic Four.
Staples has a lot of Vampirellas. Wow.
So
Okay.
Negative ones.
There you go.
there's a color
Jungle
version,
Fantasy.
but I really like the black and white version because obviously Silver Surfer, black and white,
Yeah.
silver doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Black
D.D.
Panther,
Garland, that's what he
you can
said.
still see the black, you know, the ink. I love this cover.
It's a pretty cool cover.
I gave
That
these
is-
2 guys one. I
Yeah.
still have another one besides this one.
You really hoarder.
Yes. And I have the color versions too, but I like this version
I like
better.
I like that. Can I see that one
Most
again?
I like the color, but
Yeah. That's great. Black Panther.
Hey,
that's
we have
great.
that.
Yeah, we do. That's a great cover. That's great detail. Great pencil.
and it's Fantastic
And it's
Four week.
Fantastic Four. Exactly. I mean, the first family.
First
However-
family has come back.
However, I heard the first issue wasn't that bad.
However.
I don't read this.
I don't. Okay. I don't read that slide. Look at
All right, so number 2, you know.
Number 2. Here we go.
I've
Here we go.
had this as my
I'm not looking at the
screensaver.
That's an awesome.
I've had this as my screensaver for a long time,
This
You
book.
have it?
and you know, it's not a big money. I mean,
It's just a cool ass cover.
it's just I've always loved this cover, and I couldn't find it out in the wild.
Oh, I don't have this
And then
book.
I finally found 2 out in the wild. But
I think that's the one you gave me.
no, I didn't give you this.
You have one for sale?
No,
You have 2. You just said you had 2.
and neither are for sale.
You're a good friend, buddy. Good friend. Good friend. All right.
You know, Black
Oh, yeah.
Panther,
Black Panther with Storm on the cover.
Yes.
And
Yes, that was one of my good pickups
Yeah.
at one of the shows.
That's a great cover,
I always
dude.
love that cover. I had a screensaver on the phone for so long, so when I finally found it,
Yeah.
number 1.
Wow. All right. So here we go. So hold on, though. If Turner is your 1A, is there a 1A or do you go right to 2 for Matina?
I would go 2 and 2A between Matina.
Oh, 2 and 2A. Look at that.
between
That's
Matina and Della. Turner is
Matina
my
and
number 1.
all right. So
Matina, I think Matina's. I love Matina,
right.
but he's a lot like Delato.
Yeah,
And the same,
right.
the new guy,
Yeah,
Lucio
right.
Perillo. They're all the
Perillo.
same.
Forget about
These
it. Like,
freaking Italians.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the number 1 favorite cover by Bernie 1869's top 10 favorite Turner cover, and it is.
All right, so when I got into variant whoring, before variant whoring was,
Yeah, right. Is there a guy that is a variant whore?
well, I think I was.
Is there a hashtag variant
When did this
whore?
come out?
I
I
gotta
don't
give
know.
it out to Justin. You gotta give it to Justin.
They had I have the sketch variant. I have all the sketch variants. The 1 in 75 I bought off of Omni
right.
Comics.
Okay, there we go.
I think it was like $30 each.
Yeah.
Lay her down, baby.
But
All right.
this is and this is the one they made the short box out of. So this
Get outta
has to be
here.
the best cover.
Okay.
But I just love the webbing.
Yep.
It's got Spider-Man on it, who's my second favorite.
All right, let's see it.
But,
All right, there we go.
so
the number
Civil
1.
War, number 3.
Civil War. No, so there is
The color version.
So did D.D. Garbo say that?
Yeah, he said there better be.
Yeah, there better be a Civil War. D.D. Garbo nails it on the head, all the way from Arizona. Yeah. Boom.
The color version. I do have all the sketch versions.
It's a dry heat. Yeah.
But the color version, I think, looks
is your favorite.
I mean, it's got the webbing.
That's a great color.
First Iron,
you know,
it's not the first.
It's not Iron, not first Iron.
But it's right around when it came out.
Yeah.
I have that one right over the shield. You know, I mean, it's Civil War.
That's great. That's great too.
That's what got me into the variant horror business.
Yeah.
Before it was called variant horror.
Before the variant horror. I wonder when that hashtag was created.
To be honest with you, you don't know if it's before there was a variant horror hashtag.
Right.
You just didn't know about it.
Right.
Well, either way. I mean, I'm sure Justin will correct
you.
I like that.
So that's my number one. And that's the one that they made the short box.
Team Iron Man or your Team Cap?
I'm definitely Team Cap.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's see who we got.
I'm definitely Team Robert Downey Jr.
So here we go. Who do we got hanging out with us still? We still have
those were my top 10 turns.
We've got Joker M21 just jumped out.
Supergirl with a black uniform on, signed by Michael Turner. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be in there.
Awesome. So just give a shout out to the live chat right now. We've got Joker M21 just jumped on. D.D. Garbo staying tough. Stay Puff is here.
Stay with us, people. Stay with us.
I don't know if Big Easy's on there. I don't know if Big Easy jumped off or something like that, but we're doing good right now. So now this is another part where my buddy Roger, who has sworn off those direct emails.
Unknown Comics.
Unknown Comics.
And you know, Unknown Comics now, you get from Unknown, you get from two different guys' names. But like one website will send you emails from people that like they're your best friends, you know?
Right. Yeah. Hey, buy this. Hey, that's such a great price.
Joe says these are going on sale. Wait a minute, that's Unknown Comics. We try to fool.
So you've got to.
So I do search Midtown Comics on a regular basis, get the variants there, or if someone points one out on Instagram, I don't search those other sites. I delete the emails without even looking at them because I'm a sucker for variants.
Hashtag buying freeze.
Yeah, right. Buying freeze for me means staying in Midtown Comics. But other than any sort of 9.8 Amazing Spider-Man 9.8 cover swipe, I try to stick to what Midtown offers. So
right. If you haven't jumped on the Batman Brave and the Bold,
I did jump on the what?
I'm sorry, not Brave and the Bold.
Justice League Brave and the Bold 28 cover swipe. I had to jump on it. Yeah. I mean, that's Justice League is my favorite. So when they did that cover swipe, I still don't own the original, but
neither do I. That might be a goal.
So Wonder Woman 1 came out, no, I'm sorry, this is Wonder Woman 51.
Yeah,
and they're both 51.
Yeah,
this is Jenny Friesen cover.
Our term did cover A.
So this is Jenny Friesen. Is she doing shows right now? Like she's not.
I don't know what she does for shows.
Right.
She's been doing the cover B's on Wonder Woman.
I got it because I loved it. It's a variant. I bought this one.
That looks like the Turner cover.
Even though it's cover A.
Yeah.
I love Archer's work. I absolutely love Archer's work. It's so lifelike. I really do. I was hoping that the 4 Fantastic Four covers that I ordered came in today, but they did not. So
now what did you get? The individual character?
Character art terms.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like those.
All right.
They didn't have those.
Justice League Dark #1. Greg Capullo cover. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Variant. Justice League Dark, I'm not familiar with.
And to be honest with you, I don't.
It's the magic.
I don't
like
buy any of these covers thinking, wow, these are going to be big so I can make money. I see a cover. It's a variant. I love the way it looks or the art, so I buy it for my
cover art.
Yeah, cover art. I don't necessarily go, oh, this might be a big book because I go on Midtown at 2:00 in the afternoon the week before, they go on sale. So some of these sell out. If I miss a day, I go on Friday. Some of these sell out, but I get them. I get them because I love the art.
You buy it either for art or story.
Infinity Wars Prime.
All right.
None other than the great George Perez.
Fantastic.
How can you beat that?
Yeah. So Perez, one of my favorite artists. We all know that.
Yeah.
So I think next year at the Garden State, I don't know, Manny. I'm sorry, Joker and Big Easy. If you're on right now, because you guys told me about this, what con is George Perez going to be at that he's already signed? And I think it's going to be around the Meadowlands. That's something that we got to go to.
Yeah,
we got to go to. He's not doing sketches, but he'll do sales.
Yeah,
we'll go and meet
because
these guys.
I want to bring that mask, my Deathstroke mask.
Yes, absolutely.
I got what you call to sign
you got to get that
TERRIFICON.
signed. So
I need.
East Coast Comic-Con. When is that?
That was like a month ago.
Yeah, no, but that's like more of a spring show. We're gonna definitely go to that.
It's not spring. It's June.
All right, whatever. We're gonna make it there. The 3 Men in the Basement are road tripping. 3 Men in the Basement are road tripping. Yeah, East Coast Comic-Con. Oh, next May. End of April next May.
Spring.
So good. So we're good there. We're good. We can definitely do that. All right.
So my next one is Detective Comics 985. This is just, look at that.
Sick.
That's Mark Brooks.
Yeah, Mark Brooks.
Mark Brooks has been
Mark Brooks. Look at.
I mean, it's never gonna.
I mean, just look, Pat. Bring that up to the camera.
Yeah.
The bats and that is just, to me, is what caught my eye.
Oh my god.
It just
Dude, that is
to me. It reminds me. It reminds me of the original story where in the movies they show Batman falling and all these bats flying in his face.
That is this.
All right, this is a cool cover. This is because I didn't have enough Batman 50s. This was almost like it was Midtown picked it up a week after Batman 50 came out. If there's extras or they got them from somewhere. So this is a Batman 50 Clayman variant. That's speaks for itself.
Yeah.
That's an awesome cover.
That is nice. I love Joker covers.
Yeah, Joker covers are cool, especially when they're well drawn.
Posthumously.
Posthumously.
It's a big word for us.
All right, this one I loved it because this is the X-Men that I remember.
Oh, that's great.
So X-Men Grand Design by Ed Piskor. I don't know how you say it. Piskor. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm not the best at names, but love that cover.
That's a great
love that cover.
Great cover.
And we're gonna go on to Pat's favorite.
Oh, Matina.
Project Superpowers and Matina cover.
Virgin.
Love it. Virgin.
Ooh, let me see this. I don't know this book.
Virgin. Look at that, huh? Careful with the top there. What are you doing with your fingers?
I'm sorry. Apologize.
Two hands.
There we go.
Come on.
Very nice.
You're not new at this.
No.
We're going to stick with Matina. Deathstroke 34. Matina kills these Deathstroke covers. Batman with Deathstroke's mask in his hand. Everybody knows I'm a big Deathstroke fan.
Yep.
So,
that's borderline slabbable.
Huh?
That's borderline slabbable.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
You know what I mean? That's great. That is absolutely fantastic.
And then I bought a couple of these books. They were San Diego Comic-Con variants.
Okay.
I cannot tell you who the artists are.
Okay.
But I know that they were San Diego Comic-Con variants.
The
Magic Order.
Yeah. Anybody know about that at all?
That's a Netflix show.
Really?
That's the Millar Netflix. That's the first
Yes. I'm going to brush on that.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be a show, but it's the first Netflix comic.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So
nice.
I just thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dark Crystal.
Let me tell you something.
Jim Henson.
Beneath
the Dark Crystal.
You need to see Dark Crystal if you're a fan of the 80s.
Yes.
Dark Crystal was amazing.
It's another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Yep. Wow, that's really cool.
And I love this one the best. Another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Half black and white, half color. Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Yep.
With all the villains sketched in there.
Oh, the Sinister Six.
Yeah, Sinister Six sketched in behind.
Craven, Mysterio, Lizard,
Spider-Man,
Rhino.
Right.
I mean, I saw it. It caught my eye. I'm like, I gotta have it.
Point
The week. These were all from 1 week. It was not a good week for me. It was not a good week for me.
Not a good week.
I was not very happy with
Throw your laptop out the window after.
Buyer's remorse.
Yeah, Midtown Comics.
Buyer's remorse.
Was
I have a very funny
favorite.
story about buyer's remorse. So I bought a Steve Ditko Spider-Man variant. Ex-Illusionary was raffling it off, but his was signed. I couldn't get it. I was on eBay.
$7.89.
Yeah, and I went the T-shirt variant, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
21's on.
Yeah, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. The guy said best offer, so I lowballed him, and he accepted the lowball offer. So he wanted I'll be honest with you, he wanted 140. I lowballed him at 110 for a 9.8. He said yes, so I bought it. Right. The next morning I wake up, I'm going through the emails because Andrew and I shared the same emails. She's like, "You bought a comic book at 2 o'clock in the morning for $110?" And I go, "Yes, I regret it though. I really have buyer's remorse." And she looks at me, she's like, "I'm sure you do." And I go, No, I really regret buying it. I shouldn't have bought that book. I shouldn't be buying anything at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No.
So
nothing good happens after midnight.
Yes, exactly.
Listen to Herman Edwards.
Yes, or Bill
Nothing
Parcells.
good happens after midnight.
No, the worst is buying something when you're drunk.
Yeah, no, I was sober. I couldn't sleep.
Drunk thing is
don't hit send.
So don't hit send. So we have a few more things to talk about real quick. So I don't know if this is a spoiler alert. If you guys have not well, I don't know how much we're going to say. Oh, there goes.
There we go.
So if you guys have not,
you dropped my book last week.
If you guys have not watched Cloak and Dagger, we don't really want to necessarily spoil it, but we just want to tell you how much we loved it. It's ended. We've been talking about it for probably 3 episodes here on 3 Men in the Basement.
And you know what should tell you is we don't normally do that.
Yeah.
So the fact that every time we watch a couple episodes, we feel the need to talk about it again should make you want to go watch it.
Yes, exactly.
And they're done with season 1. You can binge watch it, see them all.
Do it all right now.
Weekend,
right, on Freeform.
And be blown away like we were.
So when I watched Arrow on CW, Arrow was good. It wasn't great. When I watched Flash season 1 of Flash to me was great. When I watched this, I didn't know what to expect. I was hemming and hawing. By the 3rd episode, I said, this is absolutely fantastic. And then I watched it. And then the fact that I had to actually watch it old school style, every week I had to wait for the new episode and stuff like that.
That's how they're doing it now.
Yes, was fantastic. So if I were to give Cloak and Dagger a CGC rating, I would give it a 9.8 all day long, okay?
Yes.
9.8 all day long. The characters were great. It wasn't teeny bopper-ish. The stories were in-depth. Not only did you have Cloak and Dagger, but you had the story of New Orleans.
Yeah.
You had the story of Nolans. You had the story of Voodoo, right?
Yeah.
And then anything else you want to elaborate with?
The Creepers.
The Creepers, yep, absolutely.
And then it's like that wasn't introduced right away. I think the greatest part is you got their background story, but it wasn't tedious.
Yes.
They gave you action and they gave you cool superhero stuff while they were telling you the background story, how the voodoo is connected, how they found out that the two of them were meant to be together, and right up to the last episode where they realized we're not going to be like everybody else.
Correct.
We're both going to live.
Right. And then by meant to be together, they're not romantically involved, which is great. Right. They're not romantic. They can't be romantically involved. No. There's another love interest. Yeah. So
yeah, the belly in the picture.
Yeah. So they're not romantically involved, which is great. I was a huge fan of this when it came out in the late 80s and stuff like that. So I'm very happy with the way this went. I saw the season finale.
Story's great.
Oh my God, this guy saw the season finale. He's like, oh my God, it was awesome.
I'm like, watch it.
Yes, please.
There's nothing worse than when you have people that you talk about this stuff with, and they take forever to watch it. And you don't get to talk about it.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it by now.
We just got a new subscriber, so shout out to Dead Clone Comics.
All right.
That makes 200.
200.
High five. Cheers.
He's never
So if you guys are around right now, you got a drink in your hand. Cheers. We just hit 200.
Tell him to send you the info.
What's that?
We'll ship him a free book.
Yeah. Dead Clone. Ship me some info on my Instagram or Everett Otto.
Get us your information. We're going to send you something.
We send you something for being our 200 subscriber. And, so it's the 200 subscriber has come from a year-long journey. I don't think this is actually I don't think this officially marks our 1-year anniversary, but it's been a year-long journey.
Close.
We're close enough. So huge shout out. So yes, absolutely. Freeform actually just picked open.
Actually, more than a year.
Yeah, Freeform just picked up the 2nd season of Runaways, which you're a huge fan of, right? Huge fan.
It's right there with Runaways. I mean, it's right there with Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger, right?
Same exact thing. Yeah. I was a big Runaways fan because I read the
Who wrote the book? Comic book. I'm not.
Brian K. Vaughan.
Oh, Brian K.
Started, and then Joss Whedon went on it. I mean, Runaways. I read the actual comic when I used to read comics.
Yep. Okay.
That's another subject.
We have readers. We have investors. That's a whole other topic. Okay, so cool.
But that's why I have a. I was invested in Runaways before.
Right.
But they did it justice.
Okay.
And not to spoil it, but like everything for Runaways, it kind of like the end of the season kind of like segued into what when the series started.
Cool. Like, absolutely. So please, we highly recommend Cloak and Dagger.
And
Runaways, and we are going to talk about real quick that they just signed. I'm sure you guys all know this. Lobo to Krypton, which was very surprising. I don't know how they're going to do it. I know you're a huge Krypton fan. I'm a fan of it. I haven't really finished it all quite yet, but I know you did.
Lobo to Krypton?
Lobo is going to be on Krypton next season.
Really?
Yes. I don't know how that's going to work in. That's surprising to me. But at the
Lobo, the character?
Yes, Lobo.
When did this happen?
Yeah. Lobo's origin came from the Omega Men in Omega Men number 3.
Yeah.
So that has nothing to do with Krypton. How they're going to intertwine him, I don't know.
But was it like a way back when?
No, not really. No, Omega Men, the series was kind of out there in space. It was kind of futuristic. It was good. It was done by Keith Geffen was the artist. I forgot who the writer was. And then Lobo first came out and he has partners, stuff like that. I don't know how they're going to do this, but I like sci-fi.
Yeah.
I like what sci-fi does.
And I think it's great that they're grabbing something.
I like
that
anybody that tries.
Yes. Right, give it a shot. Right. Give it a shot.
If it sucks, it sucks.
I mean, there's no stories written about what we're watching, right?
Right. No.
They're not following it. And the writers are taking a background history of a character, and they're like, well, there was all these years of stuff happening there that we can write about. We can make it up.
Agreed. I agree with that 100%.
I agree with that.
I love
the history
story
of Krypton. What I really like about Krypton is the history of Krypton.
Yeah.
Very cool. Fantastic. So there's other things that we can go on ad nauseum, but I think we've talked about a lot of things tonight.
Yeah.
So we are going to sign off. So just remember, TERRIFICON is coming up. Check out all the people that we talked about.
Anybody that's going to TERRIFICON, hit us up.
DM
us. Everett's going to a wedding. But Bernie and I are going to be there. Nemesis Prime,
going to be there.
Fort Comics, Ex-Illusionary. We already been talking behind the scenes. We're all going to meet up. We can all have a drink. We can all walk around and make fun of people.
Play video poker, walk the dog.
Play video poker, do some gambling.
Whatever.
Everett can teach you to walk the dog.
Even if you only got 5 minutes, let's get together, say what's up, put a face with the name, with the Instagram.
Right, because, the great thing about this whole community, and I'll say this from day one, is we all have something in common. We love comics.
Yeah.
Whether you're a comic investor, whether you're a comic book investor, a comic book reader, a comic book collector, a toy collector, something like that. Flipper, speculator, whatever it is, variant horror, stuff like that. This is all what we're about. So you've got 3 Men in a Basement tonight. I'm going to try to do a video if I ever get those other CGC books in. Chris Shaver is sending out another 12 books for me, but I'm not going to see those till Christmas time, so that's about it. So I'm going to close out. Before I close out, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I'm good. I just look forward to seeing everybody at TERRIFICON.
Bernie 1869, what do you say?
I'm good.
You're good. All right. All right. So thank you very much for everybody that stayed online with us. Joker, Giancarlo, Didi Garmo, Big Easy, everybody else. So I am Otto. This is my grotto. We are signing out. Peace.
Peace.
All right.
Namaste.
Don't say anything.